I just want to mention that this Saturday evening, Mosei Shabbat, as Shabbat, the holiest day of our week, leaves us, another very holy day comes in, the festival of Shavuot. It begins Saturday at nightfall and continues through Sunday and Monday. Like all festivals, with the exception of Yom Kippur, it's a two-day Chag, a two-day festival in the Jewish calendar. But unlike the other festivals, Pesach and the festivals that fall in the fall, such as Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and even Sukkot, it gets short shrift, perhaps because of when it falls in regard to the secular calendar at the outset of the summer, when people's minds are on other things. But Shavuot is just as important as is Sukkot or Pesach, the two other Shalosh Regalim, or three festivals that were known as the pilgrimage festivals, when we were commanded to travel to Jerusalem and offer special sacrifices. Shavuot doesn't just culminate with the spring harvest, which began with Pesach 7 weeks earlier, but it celebrates the giving of the Torah to our ancient ancestors at Sinai thousands of years ago. Without Pesach, we wouldn't be free people, but without Shavuot, we wouldn't be the Jewish people, the people with inherent links to a tradition, to a culture, to a religion, to a belief, a creed, a dogma, something that links us all, not just those who stood physically shoulder to shoulder thousands of years ago at the foothills of Sinai, but hundreds of thousands of years, generations later. All of us here, well into the future, we're all linked to that same chain of tradition by the very fact that we received the Torah. Even if we weren't there physically, we were there in spirit. The idea being every Jew at some point stood at Sinai. Future generations yet to come, even those ones that weren't physically of this world. That's why we feel this connection to the Jewish people. That's why it's never left us. There's a belief even Jews by choice are coming back to the religion. Their ancestors were there at Sinai, and at some point throughout history they were veered off course. But there was a flame that always flickered within them, and now it's fully ignited as they choose the path back to Judaism, just as our ancient ancestors stood at Sinai and chose the Torah, the fate of the Jewish people, something that links us all throughout the generations, throughout time, throughout the heavens and the earth. So I invite you all to join us this coming Shavuot. Saturday night, we'll have services at 7:30 p.m. with a special study service and dinner. Sunday and Monday will be services as well at 9:30. Monday, of course, is a Yizkor day, as are the concluding days of all our festivals, when we commemorate those whom we mourn. But let's not forget the festival of Shavuot. Even as we're excited for the warm weather and to head into the summer, before we actually get there, let's remember what links us, what unites us as Jews, what's known as Zman Matan Toratenu, the season of the giving of the Torah. It's in the present tense, not the season in which the Torah had been given, but the season in the giving of the Torah, the idea being that we can renew Torah each and every day. We have a chance to experience a little bit of revelation every time we study Torah, every time we do something Jewish, and to remember what our ancestors witnessed when they stood at Sinai. Shabbat Shalom. I hope it's a good week. I hope it's a week of peace and health and love and happiness. And I hope to see you all, not just for Shabbat, and Shavuot as well, as we experience a bit of divine revelation together.